And I'm just thinking again, Bjorndalen at World Cup and of course major championships, he has medalled in this race 26 times in the mass start over the years. The gold, silver or bronze. And of course 15 of them were gold.
Through 10.5, and CHEREZOV now 36 behind, and the margin really comes between 4 and 5. Martin FRA, I think, might be able to do something on the remainder of this lap to get a little closer to those leading three, with USTYUGOV just slightly off the pace. SUMANN has to hope that all the leaders miss a target on the final shoot, and it has happened many, many times before. Freddie Lindström of Sweden having a good run. TCHEREZOV and Svensson now find that they have the company of Lukas HOFER, and HOFER, that's a great sign. He's not worried. Anders Besserberg, the president of the IBU, watching on with a big grin on his face. He knows that this is the event that has brought biathlon to life.
Oh, it is special. Yeah, what was it, 12 years ago when it was introduced? In fact, it was trialled in Siberia in '97, but it was over way further east in Novosibirsk, and it was always going to be a winner.
The next time they climb this hill, it will be the last bit of hard work that they do in Siberia. It will be the dash for the finish line, but will it be the same three competing for the top position? Russia, elated with their performance from Evgeny USTYUGOV so far. He is just out of reach of the leading three, but he's within a shot. If the leading three all miss, USTYUGOV has an opportunity to get a 10-second lead into the final lap. And Martin FRA in 5th position. He came out of the range 20 seconds behind. He's losing time at the moment.
This looks like SUMANN, Christoph SUMANN leading the next wave of attack.
SUMANN just ahead of CHEREZOV, and MAKOVEEV is in there as well. The Russians are there in numbers, but they are not in the top spot. The gold medal that they so desperately want and certainly deserve. PEIFFER 9, Bjorndalen now up into 10th, having missed early on. The shooting record for Bjorndalen, 1-0-0. Lars Berger, 2 misses on that last shoot in the stand position, has dropped all the way to 13th. And number 26, that's Freddie Lindström. Very good race from Lindström so far.
Lindström has really landed, I think, here at the World Championships. He was always the third Swede, but now he has almost put himself into level with Bergman and Ferry.
Now, Lukas HOFER looks as though he's going into lane number 1.
I'm really surprised, Patrick. I'm amazed that HOFER hasn't just stayed in 3rd place here. There's some extra pressure you give yourself, unless he's feeling supremely confident.
Well, he's one of those competitive animals. Certainly his record this year would suggest that it's unlikely. So HOFER in lane 1, yet to shoot the perfect score in any World Cup race this season. TCHEREZOV, well, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He has not failed to medal in any race so far at these championships. And Svensson, who came here wanting one individual gold, this is his chance. First strike for TCHEREZOV. 1, 2, 3. He's just knocking them down as if they're twice the size that they actually are. No, 2 misses from Bo, and Svensson gets 4 out of 5, the same as Lukas HOFER, and it will be Italy versus Norway on the final lap. HOFER with a chance to take gold. Oh. USTYUGOV goes 5 and might just sneak the lead.
That was amazing.
The lead. That it will be what? 80, 90 metres between USTYUGOV and Svensson, and suddenly the stadium vibrating with the cheers of the crowd.
That was beyond belief, the pressure that USTYUGOV put himself under there, and he's the only man to hit all 20 targets when it matters most. But can he stick with the pace?
CHEREZOV has gone 5, so has MAKOVEEV, so the Russians are desperately close to claiming 3 places in the top 5. It's a 10-second lead for USTYUGOV over Svensson. Well, Mike, if there were, and look at that, Bjorndalen up into 4th position with another clear shoot, having missed just 1 on the stand. So 19 out of 20 for Bjorndalen, and he is not out of contention. But Hofer, we have to wait and see what he's got left in the tank.
It's all down to a 3-kilometre ski race now, and Hofer, he looked so good last time on the 3 kilometres. Svensson's just ahead of him. I hope that Hofer can hang on in there behind Svensson. I do think they're both going to catch USTYUGOV.
Well, I think that mistake from Terje Boe, those 2 misses, will not only cost him the race today, but they'll also cost him the Mass Start World Cup trophy. And Martin FRA now only needs to finish in the top 20, and he's down in 11th position at the moment. So I think that's pretty much assured. My goodness, USTYUGOV could become the toast of Russia in the next 6 minutes. Ten seconds. We will get another split time very shortly. Svensson, well, we've seen him chase down bigger names than USTYUGOV. Bjorndalen has suffered, Boe has suffered, FOURCADE has suffered, PEIFFER has suffered, all under the strength of Emil Hegle Svensson. Will he be able to deny Russia now?
I think he will, Patrick. I really think he will. I would love for USTYUGOV to keep this sharp and keep it up the front, but look who's closing.
Well, Svensson is closing, but his technique is not quite as sharp, not quite as well timed as it was early on. You can see it's a little bit of dead weight for Svensson, but he's such a good technician, and he's got a devastating sprint in the stadium. So if he catches USTYUGOV before the top of the climb, I think your money might be on the Norwegian.
I think so, and his strategy to hunt it down, to close it down fast, do everything in the early part of this 3 to raise his chances, and he's burnt off Lucas Hofer. Look at Hofer in the background. Bjorndalen's closing in on Hofer.
Bjorndalen looking for his first individual medal here. Svensson ups a level, and I think the crowd, knowing 17,000 Russians all willing USTYUGOV on, he knows that if he wins this one here, he will be a hero for life, because no nation celebrates their gold medalists quite like the Russians.
They love it. They absolutely love it. And the best that Russia's done in mass starts at World Championships are bronze medals. Konovalov back in 2004, and then of course Chudov in 08 at the World Champs, and TCHEREZOV over in Pyeongchang in 2009.
Well, the 10 seconds have gone, and we'll just have to wait and see what Svensson goes for. I think, Mike, he might try and recover and then make a break on the final climb. It's downhill. There's a good long section of downhill. Both men will be filling their lungs with oxygen, knowing that there is one final effort to come. This little rise will be no problem as they go through 13.5. 1,500 meters remaining now. Just half a second between the leading two. And Mikki Lofgren, well, the Norwegians have had their fair share of gold. It would be fantastic to see Russia take it.
It would. They have a lot of golds, as you say, have the Norwegians, but Svensson's got a different idea. He said he came here to win one personal or individual gold, and the skis are definitely gliding faster than USTYUGOV, which absolutely makes a difference, not only in the downhill, but on every aspect of skating. It feels a little easier with faster skis.
This is it then. They are now heading towards the stadium, and in the next 30 seconds they will hear the roar of the crowd, but it's a good climb of 1 minute and 10 before they reach the top. Lukas Hofer seems to have found a second wind and has upped the tempo, maybe banking on the fact that there'll be a little bit of cat and mouse between the leaders.
There might be, but I think they're told that Hofer is only 6-7 seconds behind. Hofer's found something special.
Yeah, I think Hofer might have been told that Bjorndalen is closing as well.
What a race. In fact, it's Terje Boe, as maybe expected, who's passed Bjorndalen. In fact, they're together in the same half a second. Svensson just checking out what's happening behind.
It's a little bit of a replay.
What a race.
The nerves on the Norwegians there. It doesn't matter how much they win, they always want more. It was a fairy tale ending to the men's relay yesterday, despite the missed targets from Terje Boe in the standing position. Maybe Terje Boe shooting a little bit too quick on the final shoot this time round. He should have had his confidence in his skiing.
Look at Svensson putting edging his ski, effectively a snowplow. Does he know Hofer's so close behind him? This is the climb.
This is it. This is it. Svensson looking very relaxed. He still waits. He waits, and he has to watch out because Hofer is getting closer and closer and closer, and USTYUGOV's gold could soon be turned to silver and then to bronze.
Svensson, I'm not sure Svensson's aware that the Italian is just about breathing on him.
Are you sure? He's gone.
Turbo
Svensson,
time.
He brakes and he accelerates, but at the same time, USTYUGOV goes. That's great tactics from the Russian.
Wonderful.
If he can stay there, he could have the inside line into the stadium, but no, Svensson is through. But Svensson is certainly not clear as yet. USTYUGOV looking to become Russia's alchemist tonight.
Where did USTYUGOV find that from? He was dead on his skis. In fact, maybe nothing left now.
It's still not over though. 400 metres to go. One more corner for Svensson to negotiate. A man who said quite categorically, I want the gold tonight. It's my last chance of an individual gold. And you have to take off your hat to a man who can perform when he puts the pressure on himself.
Top class. He is absolutely top class.
Olympic titles last year. He claims a world title tonight in the last of the men's races. USTYUGOV quite brilliant, absolutely sensational, 20 out of 20, and finally Lukas Hofer gets himself on the podium. There will be many more to come. That could be the turning point of his career. TCHEREZOV, it's not for a medal, but it's for World Cup points, and he keeps himself in the top 5 again, ahead of TCHEREZOV, and Bjorndalen dropping from 4th to 6th on the very last lap, 28 seconds behind. Had he not missed on that first shoot, Bjorndalen might yet again have been challenging for a gold medal.
Absolutely, as you say, he only missed that first 5, and 19 other hits.
3 Norwegians and 3 Russians in the top 7. The 2 dominant nations. The French nowhere to be seen. On PEIFFER, the best of the Germans. Nice, good result for Simon AUT, Mike. He's come through with only 2 misses today for Simon AUT. But Svensson once again showing that he is far from finished.
That's good for Bjorndalen to congratulate him. And, well, they both shot the same, Bjorndalen and Svensson, but 28 seconds. It looks like Bjorndalen's form is coming back. Lars Berger just come in there. He missed 2 on both times in for the standing, but his ski speed is excellent. 1:23 behind for Berger.
Leif Nordgren of the USA, top 17. Great World Cup points, and he should punch the air because that's a wonderful effort. Thiele, Burke, Hakkinen, none of them qualified. Nordgren did, and he's done exceptionally well. But still a long way behind the great Emil Hegle Svensson, who wins Norway's 4th gold and puts them top of the medal table again. MAKSIMOV Bauer down in 19th, who started so hard, missed 4 in the end. And Mickey GREIS, again, failing with the rifle, 4 misses to finish in 20th place. Will we ever see him win again? I wonder. Well, great atmosphere, Mike. There's no doubt that the schedule has been manufactured to put the best races last, and the one race that Russia think they do have a good chance is the women's relay, and that's tomorrow. That's going to be another stadium filler. Well, there it is. It goes off at 10:45 UK time, 16:45 local time for the women's relay. They really do think they can win it. They've won Olympic and world titles time and time again. Germany, though, will start as the favourites in that women's race to try and close down on the Norwegians, and in fact just leapfrog the Norwegians and be the most successful nation here. It's going to be a great climax to the World Championships, but well, hats off to Emil Hegle Svensson. He takes the world title that he so desperately wanted. 38:42 the winning time. Well, Nordic Combined from Lahti is next up with David Goldstrom. Thanks for your company here in Khanty-Mansijsk. We'll see you again tomorrow for the final race of the championships. Norway, Russia and Italy on the podium in the men's mass start.